Hey YouTube. Hey, I'm ready to do another video here, and I haven't done one for about 2 weeks or so. And I'm still trying to find my way through this YouTube thing yet. There's a part of me that wants to keep going, but I don't really have the resources yet. So I've been thinking about I've been looking at cameras, I've been looking at editing software. Right now, I am that guy that doesn't put thumbnails on, and that looks cheesy, trust me, I know, but it is what it is. I need to start editing, and I'm getting ready to get to that point, but YouTube kind of started out as just something fun for me to do, but I'm actually kind of enjoying it. I'm getting a lot of nice feedback, which is making me want to do it more and more, so we'll see where this goes, but right now, I wanted to show off my pull list. Now, the pull lists have been interrupted a little bit because of COVID and what has been printed and what has been printed. And we all know that the schedule's been a little slow in getting up to date, but it's slowly getting back to normal as far as, the Wednesday schedule. And in DC not using Diamond anymore, that really changes stuff. So I do want to tell you about my pull list. Now, I do get to the real brick and mortar LCS here around me about 2 or 3 times a month. Not every single week, but for the most part, almost every week. But I actually have a pull list with it's an LCS near Chicago. I think there's 2 locations. It's Gmark Comics. This is definitely not a commercial. I don't get paid for them, but they really do provide a nice service. You can order all your books online. They have a service. There's a very significant discount for getting your books. They will allow you the option of selecting high-grade books. So it costs a certain percentage, but they will go through the books that they get after Diamond or whoever gives it to them. Thanks, DC. And they will select the highest grade books. And again, I pay a little bit for that fee, but that's right. But they'll also bag and board my books, and then they offer me free shipping. So there's a lot of times that I'm not active in my comic book collecting. And I'll keep a pull list that way, because I'm a completist. I have to have every issue of certain series, and that's just how my OCD works. And but what will happen is whenever I'm down, that pull list just keeps on generating and going, and then I'll get these boxes in the mail, and it's great. But here I'm going to show you what's on my pull list, and it ships off periodically. I forget what the dollar amount is that whenever your box gets so high, automatically generates a free shipment. But all right, so let's get into our books here. Okay. Amazing Spider-Man. And listen, my dream is Donny Cates starts taking over this series, because Spider-Man's been pretty poor lately, but I keep it on the pull list because for the most part, from every book from issue 114 on up to modern day, I own except one. I don't own one Amazing Spider-Man 121. Somehow I just never got it, but I will someday. But and then I own a lot sub 100 books, but not all of them. But I got to keep my Spider-Man run, because someday I will get all those sub 100 books. Conan and the Serpent Crown, Battle for the Serpent Crown, and this was issue number 3. This is issue number 3. Now here's something that the comic book publishers are doing. It kind of frustrates guys like me, but it has to be generating a lot of money for them. This is the same book. My OCD will not allow me to not pick one of these up, because if I don't have one, I don't have the complete run anymore. Yeah, I kind of wish they'd stop that, but I get it. They're making a killing off of it. Now, I picked up some books off of the newsstand, or not the newsstand, but in the actual comic shop. Picked up one of those, but there's another one, Thor 4. It's on my pull list. Thor number 1. Again, I have multiple copies of Thor 1. This is actually my son. He's a big Batman fan. I like Batman, but I told you, I'm a completist. And if I started collecting Batman, there's way too many titles for me to try to collect them all. So I don't. But anyhow, Spencer enjoys Batman. Speaking of Batman, This is actually a Blaze Studios and with the Sumerian. This is an homage cover to The Dark Knight Returns. We all know this, but this is actually a Conan, I don't want to say rip-off, because it's really not. What a Blaze did was the Ronnie Howard books from Weird Tales back in the 30s. They're in the public domain now overseas, and they took some, it was a French comic actually, that took some of the REH original material on Conan, and they published it. Well, a Blaze just took those stories and pretty much word for word, but for copyright reasons, they can't name their character Conan, so they name him the Sumerian, which, if you follow Conan, you know he comes from the land of Samaria. Here's another Red Nails #2. And again, I have multiple copies of the same book because I have to have them. But that's all right. I say I wish they wouldn't do that, but honestly, it's kind of fun. Again, Red Nails #2, and again, Red Nails #2. And I got this book right here. There's a new, relatively new comic publisher, AWA. And I keep thinking of the American Wrestling Association I used to watch back in the 80s. But AWA, they put out a couple good books. I'm reading one, The Resistance, which just seems to be a good one. This is Devil's Highway. We'll give that a shot, see how that is. Picked up a free comic book day, Firepower. And Detective Comics again. It's the B cover. Another free comic book day. I ordered that. Believe it or not, I think I paid $1/4 for that. Whatever. Variant cover. I think this is a ratio of Venom #25. I was really late to the whole Donny Cates game. He always wrote titles I didn't really follow. Venom. I like Venom. But Venom's so much better in a Spider-Man book than he was by himself. Now this current run with Donny Cates, this is fabulous. But I'm talking about prior to this current run going. I was just never a big fan of Venom. Thor. I just wasn't. I just never really bought a whole lot of Thor books. I've read a few. Honestly, they seem pretty good, but I've just never followed that line. Thanos. I didn't follow that line. I'm late to the Donny Cates game, but now anything that guy publishes, it's on my pull list. Here's Spawn. Spawn's another one of these books that I have the whole run of. Actually, that's not true. I found out I'm missing one book. I think it's number 71 or something like that. But here's the second printing of Thor #5. I have another copy of this too. Amazing Spider-Man. Gotta love it. 45. It kind of bothers me that Spider-Man isn't the #1 line in Marvel anymore. At least not given the most attention. Free comic book day. I think this is my third version of this book. This is the first appearance of Virus. And I think I read last week or this week that CGC made it official, and that is going to be the first official title. It was going to be, but COVID, it got delayed getting pushed out. Now it's official. All right. What is this book? The Amazing Spider-Man Sins Rising Prelude. Dr. Aphra. Gotta like Dr. Aphra. I think that character is going to start getting some more play in the Star Wars universe. Detective Comics 124. Free comic book day. Dark Art. Give that a shot. Another first appearance of Virus. Did I say first appearance of Venom last time or Virus? Ooh. I don't know. And I'm not going to go rewind this, okay? If I said first appearance of Venom, forgive me, that's ASM 300. First appearance of Virus. New character. Venom 25, wraparound variant. This is a book both my son and I collect, Darth Vader. Issue #3. I wish that was a Darth Vader first appearance of Dr. Aphra. Darth Vader #3, but it's not. Here's another series that I collect, Witchblade. This is a 25th anniversary. I do have, I think, a 9.2 copy of the first one. And Batman Superman is one of Spencer's books. A great book. That's my pull list from G-Mark Comics. Honestly, guys, give them a look. If you're looking for don't hate that yet. If you're looking for a new LCS to get a pull list on, give them a shot. I mean, I'm not saying, trust me, they're not paying me, but I'm telling you, they have made me a happy customer. I also got 2 other books this week, okay? I got I hear something going on about this book. And then a friend of mine found out I was looking for this book, and so I ended up 2 of them made my way, and I think, it's better than 1, 2, so. Anyhow, hey guys, I hope you enjoyed this. G-Mark Comics and out of Chicago, and you guys have a great day.